you grow much faster when you are willing to make yourself uncomfortable.
Exactly. And that all that is setting your ego aside and realizing I have no idea what I'm doing, and at some point this person had no idea what they were doing either, so they probably still have no idea what they're doing. But
I can assure you no one does.
yeah, so it's just, life is just a game. You just gotta play the game, and
Yes.
that you ultimately win.
Life's a game and then you die.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's pretty much it. It is a fun game though, and that is why we play. And I want to thank you today for this enlightening conversation
This was a
on
bit. Life is
yeah,
great. Die.
life is great, then you die. I'm not really sure how to pull out of that nosedive, so
I can find it right here.
yes. Well, no, I think I really do think this was an interesting conversation, especially because the different podcasts I've posted have sort of poked at a lot of these issues, but I'm old, and so I can't speak to them.
Like being in California to relate, like it's hard because I feel like a lot of people just kind of like beat around the bush, so to speak, on certain things, and no one's like willing to come forward and say it. And in some ways I am the same way, but also like I know who I am like at my core, so I just, it's hard to find people to relate to is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
I
get
can.
it.
It's and yeah, California is just set up as a very superficial place.
Yeah.
Actually, it's why I miss Buffalo, because Buffalo, it's the city of good neighbors, warm, friendly. It's like a comfortable little cocoon.
Like I said at the podcast, most people, they want to know your name, your age, where you're from, and what you do or what you can do for them. So it's very super. When you go back east and you're in those like nice little southern states, like people don't care about that.
No, they just want to offer you a nice hot plate of something.
Uh,
Come on in, I got grandma's soup on the stove.
I would have no questions asked. I would get into that van.
So everybody in South Carolina down, keep in mind that if you want to capture Megan, get her to your state and offer her soup.
Buy my plane.
Buy the plane ticket, pull up in a white van, offer soup, and Megan's going with you. That is, for whatever reason you want to kidnap her, that is how you do it.
Yep, that'll do it. I like warm soup. Good soup.
It's just I don't know what to say to that. Like this is just the funny image in my head now is the logistics of trying to kidnap somebody with warm soup in a van. Like you have just like a little hot plate over here, just like, oh, we got the soup for you.
I think it would be more enticing if it was like a crawfish boil, like a seafood boil essentially with crawfish in it. Because then I would be like, especially if it's from Louisiana. Ooh.
Well, and they wouldn't fake it; they would actually bring the crawfish boil. It's like, why would they? Like, they cannot possibly fake it because they also want the crawfish boil. So they're going to kidnap you, have you tied up, but then also be like, oh, but we're going to have this anyway. You want some?
Yeah, the crawfish boil though. That's my last.
We brought the boil with us, so we may as well eat it.
You think prisoners like on death row, like when they go to be executed, they actually like, because you're allowed to request whatever you want as your last meal. So you think you could get like crawfish boil?
Probably. I mean, in most of the places that still have death rows besides federal prisons are going to be those prisons in the South. I wouldn't be surprised if in Louisiana they just got it running.
Probably. They got someone in the jail yard cooking up gumbo all day and crawfish boils.
Yeah, we don't mess with the gumbo man. He's just the guy who feeds us gumbo.
Straight up.
I don't think I have any listeners in Louisiana, but I think if they ever listen to this, I might have just guaranteed I never have any listeners in Louisiana. Or I have all of Louisiana listening now because they're just like, he gets us.
Yeah, maybe the fact that we mentioned Louisiana, like it just pulls them in because of the algorithm.
Right.
Another toxic part of social.
Listen, another toxic part of social media. But listen, if it works, it works. I will take the benefit of the algorithm, even though I rail against the algorithm.
Louisiana.
And I don't make any money, so it's not like YouTube can demonetize me.
Darn, YouTube doesn't have control over you.
They don't have control over me because I'm not beholden to them, except for the fact I use their platform to distribute my podcast. So I guess I want to thank YouTube. I don't know.
Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know. That's I'm not gonna. I can't get into the who's monetizing who these days because, quite honestly, I haven't researched that issue enough, and I don't know. All of them are weird, and I get weird videos in my algorithms. Like, all my Instagram reels that pop up are literally all like those advice reels that give you advice on how to get more views on your reels. Like, I don't get anything crazy.
I get a lot of like Mike Todd. If you're familiar with Mike Todd.
I'm familiar.
Yeah. I get a lot of him, which he's a great dude to listen to. Another 10 out of 10. I also get like a little sprinkle of Theo Vaughn.
He's funny. I like him.
I was just watching the one where he was like trying to do Morgan Wallen's song Last Night but in different accents. Like the Latino accent, like last night we let the lick out. And I'm like, dang, dude, this dude does a lot of drugs.
He does all the drugs.
If you ever found a wishing well that said vapes in here, I'd be in there.
I'd be in there. Everybody's into those stupid vapes nowadays.
That's a good topic for another podcast.
Yes, it is.
Vape.
I haven't even gotten in. Didn't even get into your political beliefs today. We'll save really getting you on blast for another time. We'll save that for another time when there's a wider audience.
Yes. That increases my chances of being canceled.
In fairness, were you ever? What's the opposite of canceled? Were you ever started?
I never started, so you can't cancel me.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah. And honestly, I think my political belief, like they kind of fall somewhere in the middle, but they're more, but they're a little unique. I think political beliefs are very unique, and I think the world wants to make it black and white, and it's not.
That is accurate.
I
know on most of the dating apps that I bounce on back and forth on way too often. I know most of them when I see somebody who I'm scrolling through because I actually read because I'm actually curious what their political beliefs are. I see a lot of if you say you're moderate, don't even bother. I know it's just coded language. And I'm like, but I actually am. But okay.
Like, but what if I am?
But what if I'm actually in the middle?
Oh, what if I can't decide?
I think both sides make excellent points.
Excellent.
It's all right. I am. I probably would have done well in the 90s era of politics, but not in the 90s era of fashion because I cannot pull off a denim jumpsuit.
I can.
Good for you. You can go hang out in Canada with everybody else wearing the denim tuxedo.
That would actually be pretty cool. I'd love to see that.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go live your Canadian dream with that. You and your nondescript Carhartt boy. You wear your denim out. You wear your denim jumpsuit. He wears his Carhartt.
My coworker figured that out. She's like, it's a no-go. I said, yeah, no. I'm glad you handled him.
It's good. It's good. It's good sometimes to have a filter with you for those situations.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, you want to make sure the rose-colored glasses get taken off.
Oh yeah. Well, if I would have heard that, I would have been like, okay, you're trash. I probably would have told him to his face, wow, you're trash.
Wow. Just shut him down.
Well, when you say you have a girlfriend, but you're looking to hook up with someone that night, it's kind of like, so why do you have a girlfriend?
Some people are into that E&M life.
I don't even know what that is.
That's a term I've learned recently. It's ethical non-monogamy.
I'm over it. I'm over this generation. Check me out.
All right, I'm good. Just yeah, I'm good for let's take my ride now.
Yeah, just bring me to the pearly gates, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh man. On that note, I will let you go about your evening. I want to thank you for joining us here on 10 Minutes with Nick today, which is now 10 Minutes with Megan. And we successfully made it an hour with Megan, which I think is a good amount of time for my listeners to enjoy you, get to know you, and then we'll bring you back on later and we'll really dig in more. We'll get into more of your political beliefs. We'll follow up on how your dating life is going, and we'll see if
Probably gonna be non-existent.
you know though. But that's why you come back on the podcast. You keep us updated. You keep us, you let us know, and we see if in fact there is anyone you can date. He'll probably be wearing Carhartt.
Yeah, probably. Wait, is this be a full hour, or is it just gonna be cut into 10-minute slabs?
I might release it as 10-minute slabs on upcoming Thursdays, but the full recording is a full hour, and I'm going to release that.
Oh, okay, facts.
Yeah, listen, I am a man of my word, and my word is I don't edit.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous. Okay. I have a total of 36 subscribers. You think this is what's going to blow it up?
No idea.
Listen, if my friend in the British military spilling British military secrets didn't blow it up, I don't think anything will. She's Megan. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Have a great night.